Hello, welcome to today's Holy Yoga practice. Thank you for joining me. My name is Barb Tucker. I'm a member of the Colts Reformed Church in Colts New Jersey. Get your chair. Today's practice will be both in the chair and standing up. I'm going to do a little bit more focus on balance today, a little bit of core as we're sitting, more balance as we're standing. So join me and get your chair. Thanks. Okay. As you come to your chair, I'd like you to come to your mountain seat. So first off, taking your back away from the back of the chair, coming into a beautiful seated position, noticing your feet, root your feet down, begins to activate your legs. Let's lift our toes up, give them a little wiggle, setting them down, focusing, planting that big toe, pinky toe, the outside of your heel, the inside of your heel. Having your feet like 11s pointing towards me, parallel to each other, knees parallel over your ankles, shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. Today in our practice, we will be lifting our arms. If at any time your shoulder hurts, your arm hurts, always modification is putting your hand to your shoulder and doing the same exercises. So, recentering ourselves, coming to the top of your chair, root down on your feet. Let's close our eyes and notice our breath. Let's come to a moment of stillness. Take away whatever is flying around inside your brain. Let it fly away. Instead, focus inward. Focus on your breath. Noticing the movement as your breath rises up through your belly, through your heart, through your mouth. Let's just take notice of other parts of our bodies. Let's focus on our feet, again rooting down, noticing the touch of the sole of your foot to your earth, noticing the touch of your glutes to your chair, noticing the touch of your palms to your thighs. And I invite you to a deep breath and an exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, softening your mouth, softening your face. Coming to today's scripture comes from Acts 9:15. And this is when the Lord has told Ananias to go to Saul to touch him, to take away the blindness from him. And he instructs him. The Lord instructs Ananias, but he also tells him what he's going to use Saul for. And it's so beautiful, this revelation of Saul, who once persecuted God's people, will now be the one, the instrument, the vessel to do God's work, such good work. But the Lord said to Ananias, "Go. This man is my chosen instrument to proclaim my name to the Gentiles and their kings and to the people of Israel." continuing in your breath, and I just want to focus on my chosen instrument. Other versions use my chosen vessel. Again, and I'd like you to focus on yourself now and how you can be God's instrument today, how you can be God's vessel today to do His work, to spread His love, to spread His word. Who can you touch today? As we focus today on what strengthening our body as an instrument physically, I ask you now just to breathe in a prayer to strengthen yourself as an instrument for God spiritually. And I invite you to take a deep inhale, maybe putting both hands on your heart. And exhale. Root down through your feet, taking a deep inhale, lengthening your spine, becoming taller. And exhale. Taking your hands to your thighs, opening your eyes. Taking your hands to your side. With an inhale, coming up, gazing up towards your fingers. Exhale, palms out to the side, chin to chest. Inhale, root down, rising up, gazing towards your fingertips. Exhale down. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, palms towards the floor, coming your hands towards me, coming in, up, down. Palms to the side, coming out, coming up. Palms towards the floor, coming towards me, arms straight in front, chin to chest. Rounding your shoulders, taking your shoulders up to your ears, back behind you, shoulder blades together, chin to chest. Shoulder blades up and back, chin to chest. Shoulder blades up and back, chin to chest. Reversing, coming back first, coming forward. And resting your hands on your thigh. Taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Dropping your left shoulder. Feeling a beautiful stretch along the left side of your neck. Again, noticing to keeping your mountain seat, your back away from the back of the chair. Inhale, coming back up to neutral. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, taking your left ear to your left shoulder. Dropping your right shoulder, feeling the stretch in your right neck. Coming back to center. Interlacing your hands, bringing your palms out towards me, circling your thumbs one way and then the other. Pushing your palms towards me, root down, rise up high. Releasing your hands to the side. Interlacing your hands. Palms towards me. Root down, rise up high. Exhale out. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, bringing your left palm to your right knee. Bringing your right arm to the chair. Having that first morning twist. Exhale, rising both hands up high. Right hand to left knee, left arm behind you, and twist. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, taking your belly off of your thighs. Hands to your shins. Lengthen your back, lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. Forward fold. Root down, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise up high. Keeping your arms up to the top, interlacing your thumbs. Pulling your thumbs apart. And bending to the right. Anchoring that left leg, that left hip, keeping your knees parallel. Rising up tall. Exhale, bending over to the left, lengthening the right, anchoring that right foot, and coming up tall. Hands to your side. Having your hands coming up like cactus for cat and cow, root down. Inhale, extending your heart out through your arms. Elbows back, shoulder blades back, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, elbows together, chin to chest, rounding your back, coming into yourself. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, coming in. Inhale, high. Exhale, coming in. Coming to neutral, arms to your side. Holding onto the chair with that left arm, right palm up towards the ceiling, rising up high. And let's take a bend over to that left side. Again, knees parallel, maybe taking your palm towards me. If you can, gazing up towards your bicep. Again, reaching up, reaching long, getting a better stretch. Rooting down as you rise up and coming to the other side. Rising up through long spine, bringing your elbow up towards the sky, raising up through that armpit, rising up high. Arms to the back, holding onto your chair. Inhale up, shoulders back, heart up, and exhale, hinging forward. Lengthening your crown of your head towards me. Root down, rise up. Lengthening your feet, your legs, having your toes towards your knees, rising up high, and hinging forward. Again, really activating, bringing your toes towards your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, and hinging forward. Leading with your chest, holding on, coming up tall. Bending that left leg, rooting down through that left foot, coming up tall. Right toes towards your knees, hinging forward. Coming up tall. Switching legs, extending that left leg, toes towards your knees, root down through the right, and coming down. And coming up tall. Feet together. Heel-toeing your legs out. Having your right forearm to your right thigh, coming up tall. And stretching out. And going over the other way. 2 more times to each side. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Hands to prayer. Heart center. Hands to your side. Now recentering ourselves. If you walk your hips to the top of your chair, where you feel comfortable that you won't fall off, but as far away from the back of your chair as possible. Taking your hands, crossing them over your heart, each fingertip to the opposite shoulder. We're going to inhale, rise up, rooting down, coming long. You're going to hinge forward, and then you're going to hinge back. This is our core work. Going back to the back of your chair without touching the chair, but going back as far as you can. Coming forward and coming back. Again, using your core to stop you before you hit the back of your chair and coming forward. And 2 more times forward and back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Coming to neutral, keeping your hands as they are. Rooting down, rise up. And you're going to go to the side. Again, having your core stop you. Coming to a stop at the top and going to the opposite side. And just continue at your own pace. Strengthening your body here, strengthening your core. One more time to each side. Coming to neutral. Keeping your arms crossed, rising up high. Taking a twist to the right and going over to the outside of that right leg, coming back to your left hip. Two more times. Last time up and last time back. Coming to center. Taking a deep inhale here and exhale. Inhale up. Twisting to the left. Bringing that, coming over the left leg on the outside, coming back to your right hip. Again, over to the outside of your leg, back to your hip. And 2 more times. I think that was 2. Inhale, coming back to center. Hands to your side. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale down. Inhale up high. Twisting to the right. Left hand over right knee. Right arm to the back of the chair. And twisting. Again, pushing the knee against the palm against the knee, helping you twist a little bit further. Inhale, rising up high. Twisting to the left, right arm over left knee, left arm back. Again, lengthening your spine here, pushing your knee against your palm against your knee, rising up tall, and twisting a little bit further. coming to center. Inhale, rising up high, hands to prayer, heart center. Inhale, pushing your palms together, having your arms parallel to the floor, rise up high. Twisting to the right, and if you can, gaze to the left. Keeping that spine long, rooting down to give you your strength. Coming back to center. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, twisting to the left, gazing to the right. Coming back to center. Arms to your side. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Hands to prayer. Hands to heart center. Hands to thighs. We're going to get out of our chair, doing some work for our balance with our chair. So rooting your feet down, maybe having your hands to your side, putting the weight in your legs, and coming up tall. Coming behind your chair, always using your chair for your balance. At any time you feel unsteady, please hold on to your chair. We're going to start, I'm just going to push this aside just so you can see me. But coming to mountain pose, as though it's what we've been doing in our chair, our length, our strength, rooting down through our feet, maybe taking a glance at your feet, seeing that they're parallel to each other. Bringing your navel to your spine so that you can tip your pelvis towards the floor. Tucking your ribs, having your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. If you're able to, close your eyes and take an inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, as we talk about balance, opening your eyes, holding onto your chair, and if you're comfortable with that, just taking your hands and hovering your chair so you have it, as if you feel uncomfortable. And then if you can, close your eyes. Having your hands close to your chair and opening your eyes. Bringing your hands to your chair, coming up on your tiptoes and coming down. Let's do that 3 more times. Up and down and up and down and up and down. Keeping one hand to the chair, one arm up high. If you're comfortable, if you feel good today, bringing both hands up, taking a deep inhale here. And again, just if you need to, holding on and bending over. Lengthen, switching sides, switching arms. Again, if you want both arms up or just the one, you can come in over. Now I'm going to ask you to take your chair so that your left hand, so it's on your left side, holding on with your left hand, and putting all the weight into your left foot. You can kind of see that transition here. And if you can, lifting up that right leg. Have a slight bend to your left leg. And if you can, adding your arm up top. And as you inhale, you root down, lengthening your spine to come up tall. And coming down. Taking a breath. And exhale. Again, transferring all your weight to your left foot. Bringing that right leg up. If you can only bring your right leg to here, that's fine too. If your arm only goes this tall too. But again, having all the weight on that left foot. Again, rooting down, lifting up tall. Taking one more inhale, rising up high. Exhale, coming down. Taking a breath. And we'll do that one more time, transferring all your weight to that left leg and coming up tall. Lifting that right leg, lifting that right arm. And again, if it's only a smidgen up, that's all you have today, that's fine too. One more inhale, one more exhale, and coming down. Maybe let's widen our legs here and just kind of go back and forth, kind of stretching out. Transferring your weight, keeping your spine tall, and just transferring your weight here. Coming to neutral. Bringing your feet back so they're just hip width away, shoulder width away. And we're going to come to tree. So you're going to take your right foot. You can either kickstand so that your heel is above your ankle, or taking the sole of your foot against your shin. Don't put it on your knee. That's bad for your knee. So just putting it either on your shin or your ankle above your heel above your ankle. And again, taking a breath here, noticing how tall you can be. If you're comfortable, again, raising that right arm. Maybe bringing both hands together if it's a good day for you. Or just bringing your hand to your hip. Taking one more inhale and one more exhale and coming down. This time putting all the weight in your left leg and just taking your right leg out and taking a squat and coming back to center. Inhale up, extending your right leg out to the side and squatting and coming back to center. Inhale up, exhale, step out and squat and come down. Taking a breath here. Turning towards your chair, the back of your chair, both hands, and let's come to a down dog before we start on the opposite side. So your hands are on top, walking back so that your arms are long, your back is long. If you can, getting your ears in between your biceps. And pushing your hips back towards your back of your wall. Maybe going up on your tiptoes here. Maybe just going side to side. Take an inhale to slightly lift up. And exhale, coming back, ears in between your biceps. Again, pushing your heels back towards the wall. Your hips back towards the wall so you can feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs here. And walking back up. And we'll do this on the opposite side. So coming to your chair so that your right hand is on the chair. Let's recenter ourselves into mountain first. Again, taking note of our feet, of our ankles, taking note of our hips, our shoulders. Maybe closing our eyes here, taking a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Opening your eyes, transferring your weight to your right leg, and lifting your left leg. Now your legs are different, your hips are different, so maybe you did really high on the right side, maybe the left only goes up a little bit. But if you can, lifting your knee, and if you can, lifting your arm. Again, if you root down with that right leg, lifting your spine taller, exhale, coming down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Transferring your weight to your right leg, lifting up your left. Lifting up your left arm is needed as you can. You just want to do it to your hip. That's fine. But again, that transfer of weight, that lifting, having your strength of the instrument of your leg to hold the weight of your body all the way up tall and coming down. Hands to your side. Transferring your weight one more time to that right leg, lifting up your left. If you can bring your knee up towards your hip, that's great. If you can only go this high, that's fine too. Arm to your side, arm up high, whatever works for you today. This is your practice. This is your body. Strengthen it as you need to. Root down, rise up high. Exhale down. Bringing your feet out wide. Let's just transfer our weight side to side. Coming back to neutral. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Transferring your weight to your right leg. Coming to tree. Again, taking your left heel over your right ankle or bringing your left sole of your foot to your shin. Again, not touching your knee. If you do have the sole of your foot against your shin, again, pushing your sole, kind of like when we do our twist with our palm, the sole of your foot have both push against each other. Again, using your left arm to your side, to your heart, up top, whatever feels good. Root down, rise up. Enjoy a deep, luscious breath here. And exhale, coming down. Taking an inhale. We're going to extend our left leg out to do a squat. And coming back. And 2 more times. Inhale. Extending that left leg, taking a step out. Squatting down, keeping your head tall. Coming back. Inhale up. Extending that left leg and coming to a squat. And coming tall. Bringing your chair back as needed or moving yourself as you can so that you're behind your chair here. And just coming to mountain. Holding on as needed. Taking a deep breath. Deep exhale. Again, if it's available to you today, bringing both arms up. If not, holding on to the chair as needed. Coming up tall. Deep inhale. Exhale down. Coming to the top of your chair. And sitting down. Heel-toeing your legs out. Extending your left leg, pointing your toe. And coming to prayer. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, arms out like wings for warrior 2. Gazing over those right fingertips, palms towards the sky. And rooting down through your sole of your foot, the heel of your foot. Taking a deep breath, lengthening your spine. And exhale. Right arm to right thigh, bending over. And coming back. Out like wings. Coming to prayer. Bringing that left leg back. Pointing that, extending your right leg, pointing your toe here. Coming to warrior 2. Inhale up. Exhale, arms out like wings. Root down through the sole of your foot, the heel of your foot. Rising up high. And exhale. Left forearm to left thigh. Let's bend over. Taking your hands to your thighs, rising up to your hips. And let's circle around. And going back the opposite way. And coming tall. Hands to your side. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Coming to prayer. Coming to heart center. Taking an inhale up. Exhale down. Closing your eyes. Again, feeling the touch of your hand to each other. Feeling each fingertip. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale. And surrender. Taking the back of your chair. Maybe your chin to your chest, letting your feet flop where they may. And just remembering the words of our Lord telling Ananias to go, and he listens. And he goes to Paul, to Saul, to tell him that he will be God's vessel, God's instrument. But God tells us that today too. We are also his instrument, his vessel. So I ask you to breathe in a prayer to God. To Lord, let us know how we can be used for your service today. And I invite you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe take your neck, your chin from side to side. Taking your chin down, taking your chin, your face, your glance up. And coming back to your beautiful mountain seat. Maybe walking your hips back up to the top of your chair. I invite you to a deep inhale, maybe holding from your belly, just feeling, drawing everything you have, taking a deep inhale, holding it for a moment. Exhale. Taking your other hand to your heart, taking a deep inhale. And exhale. Taking your hands to your side. Taking an inhale, following your gaze up towards your fingertips. Coming to prayer, resting at heart center. And may we all say, Amen. Thank you again for joining me today. Be well, be kind.